Good morning, all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Thursday morning, June 23rd. We are looking at window traders market profiles, SPY, IWM, and triple Qs. And like we talk about a lot with M period, how unreliable it is the day of. And a lot of times the next day gives a better indication what the market really wants to do. So, I'm sure a lot of people went home yesterday thinking, okay, the market failed, and here we go. We're going to go take out yesterday's low and come out of balance to the downside. And I try to warn everybody, don't just rely on M for what you think is going to happen the next day. Because here's a perfect example. Now, again, there's 75 minutes to go. We can go down and take out yesterday's low. But for now, all we did yesterday in KL and M is shake out those weak longs. Once again, the point of control, which was going to be an upside, may be a downside destination this morning. Remains to be seen. Look at triple Qs. Triple Qs traded almost all of yesterday's range between yesterday at 8 p.m. and now this morning. Overnight high right now in SPY is 377.86. Overnight low is 372.07. Two-day balance, with yesterday being the entire range of it. So we know how important it's going to be coming out of this balance. If you come out of the balance to the upside, we should go and attack the 15th range and see if we could start our climb up to that weekly high, and then we have that monumental gap to get through. So that'd be the first step. Now remember, change took place on the 15th above B, but it failed because both J, K, L, and M kept coming through it, and we closed below it. So that's going to be interesting around that 379.56 level, right? So that's one level to keep an eye on to see if the market can get through it and accept it above it, right? We got through it that day 3 times, but it was never accepted above it. If we get acceptance above that level, then they should start making their way towards the weekly high. On the flip side, if we take out this 2-day balance to the downside, there's not much below us, okay? We would have the gap fill still from the other day, which is 80 points. And then you really start getting into a price vacuum down to the 9 wide at 365.78. Afternoon pullback low at 364.03. And then our yearly low at 362.17. Now that's a far way off right now, but it's just an example of how there aren't many reference points for these algorithms to set to. So I really believe if we take out yesterday's high and get acceptance above that B high from the 15th, we could finally grind towards the weekly high. All remains to be seen. Right now, the volume, million shares pre-market. So what is the game plan this morning? Well, right in here, there's really nothing, right? You're going to be chopping around the point of control. Can you take a short against yesterday's high the first time? Sure you can. We know how we play games. We'll see if they're going to defend it the first time and not let the bulls take this out of a 2-day balance. On the flip side, if it pulls back, can you take a long against F and M's low? Yes, you can. Right? At that point, value will still be unchanged, maybe overlapping to lower. Any acceptance below F's low, then I'm out and reassess. 2 really early plays this morning. Same thing basically with the other indices as far as, now again, Russell and Q, sometimes they easily take out the previous day's highs or low much easier than we do. But we'll see if that carries through today at some point. Powell's testifying again today, but I think yesterday was the main one. So again, you always have to be aware of any keyword or anything coming out of that liar's mouth that could set the algorithms off. And then on the chart, just going to show you the daily. So here we are. There's your 2-day balance. You come out of it to the downside, there's not much stopping us from testing the bottom of this day's range and our yearly low. You come out of it to the upside with acceptance above B's high from that day, from the 15th, well, then there's not much to stop us from grinding at least to the weekly high. Remember, balance rules in effect this morning. Thanks for the likes and subscribing. Good luck trading today, and we'll recap at 4 p.m.